midweek wake up. That midweek grind. You know, June, ain't nothing like the midweek grind where you kind of look back at what I didn't do on Monday and Tuesday. I'm going to make the promise that I'm going to catch up and mustard on Wednesday. And then just cruise right on through Thursday and Friday. Let's make sure. Let's see if we're getting out there on Facebook first
We
of all.
are. I see we are.
We're out there? We're out there? Hold on a second here. You know, I had a really good day yesterday. I got a lot of stuff done. We created a new video segment where we get to share with people in 30 seconds or less. You know, in this day and age, we just don't capture people's attention for very long.
Yeah.
So, so we got to get that message through kind of quick. So if we're out there, yeah, I see myself. You know,
But it's weird because you got stuff done yesterday. I don't remember yesterday.
oh, really?
Yeah, I don't. I'm sitting here trying to think. What did I do yesterday? And I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was just a blur. So I guess I know. What did I do? I put clothes away. I washed clothes.
Please. Like,
I just did
you
stuff
just
that-
did stuff,
But but it's weird how your day, when you're doing things that I guess I don't know, mundane, it just blurs together because it's just a routine, and routine sometimes just gets blurred, or most of the time gets blurred.
Yeah. I guess we need to start off by saying, hey, I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, United Real Estate Richmond and Chessmate Realty Group.
And Grits and Grants. And Grits and Grants
What?
webinar.
What?
We're all of that family. And we do laundry. We break up leaves. We go to the dump. We cook. We clean up. We eat spaghetti. It's a lot in a day, family. When
But
you
I'm-
really analyze, there's a lot in a day, June.
It is, and I'm not throwing shade
No,
to
no.
people, but I can't imagine just going through life just clocking in and clocking out. You know, like, okay, it's Monday, I gotta go to work, I gotta come home, I gotta pick up the kids, I gotta feed them, I gotta do this. Because I'm sure it just becomes a blur after a while because
Yeah.
that is a routine.
That muscle memory.
So, guys, hopefully on Saturdays and Sundays, you carve out some time for you to
That's
do
the
stuff
hardest
for
time.
you.
Shoot, man, who you kidding? That is the hardest time to find. Time for me? Come on, June. That is the hardest time to find.
Especially for the single mothers out there.
Yeah,
And I know I haven't shouted
yeah,
out
yeah.
to them in a long time, but I remember, so enough props, because that is the hardest for the single mothers to find out, carve out time for them. I remember my time used to be in the car. I used to drive in the driveway or on the side of the street and just take 5 minutes to take a beat.
Out of a whole day, you
Out of
got
a
five.
whole day,
You got five whole minutes.
before I took the groceries in or before I, did anything. 5 minutes. Got off work, stayed in the car 5 minutes, and then I had to go inside.
5 whole minutes.
Yep.
Man, that's men folk. We wouldn't do well with that. The hardest working people in the world are women, especially single moms, man. June, we've always said that.
We have.
Mama got to do it all.
But we haven't said it lately.
No, that's true. That's true.
I want to let them know we hadn't forgot you.
Yeah. Mama got to do it all. Let me turn my phone off here. So June, we got to jump into the show. Hey family,
Yes.
welcome to March the 18th, June.
Woo!
We are past the halfway point in the month of March, and we are rolling along, getting stuff done, focusing.
We are quarter of the way
yeah.
through the whole year.
Well, you know what? You're
Yeah.
you're right. You're almost a
Yeah.
quarter way through the whole year.
That's right.
So the question I always ask is, do we have 25%? 33% of our goals accomplished.
Nope.
No, it would be 25. What's wrong with me? They'd be 25%.
25%, yeah.
Yeah, no. I know I don't. But you know what? Luckily, I got the other 75% to catch up, family. Hey, what we talking about today? Talking about that crazy faith, June.
Mm-hmm.
That crazy faith that we purposefully wake up to activate.
Yeah.
And family, when I say purposely, I mean purposely. Sometimes we got to make ourselves do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't always feel like being great. We don't always feel like being successful.
Yeah.
We don't always feel as though the world is our oyster.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't, June.
We
But
don't.
it is, isn't it? It's supposed to be anyway, family.
How is it?
Because we've all been blessed. We've all have the ability to dream. We all have the ability to desire. We all have that inner voice that lets us know if we're doing the things that we're supposed to do for ourselves.
Smitty, I'm gonna cut through the minutia.
Yeah, go ahead. Not minutia.
The minutia.
Not minutia. Go ahead.
I'm going to bring back my single sisters out there, and maybe even my single brothers out there, single parents out there, because it happens on both sides. How in the world could you say that? They have got 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, and more. How is the world their oyster when they are just feeling struggled, feeling forgotten, that they are the only source of income for their kids? How can they really dream?
You have to. That's when you dream. That's why we call it crazy faith. When we have that internal drive, that internal desire that doesn't necessarily line up with our checking account. It doesn't line up with our savings account. It doesn't line up with my car. It doesn't line up with what my kids are wearing. Mm-hmm. That crazy faith that doesn't line up with anything that I currently have or currently am.
Yeah.
All right? June, I remember you used to drive the NASCAR. You had a race car.
I did.
That thing had all kind of duct tape on it, you know?
It sure did.
You know,
dents and grooves and
remember that van you had that somebody gave you?
Yes.
You know, it didn't line up. It didn't line up then, but that's when we go crazy and we dig in, family. Mm-hmm. We dig in beyond what we see.
Yeah.
We dig in beyond what we are currently touching, and we just gotta believe and we just gotta know. And I can't find the words to share with you how to do it, but you gotta do it, because if you are a single mom, mama gotta do it all. Mm-hmm. You just do. And if you're a couple, don't get me wrong, single moms have it hard, but couples have it hard too, because I have 2 different people, 2 different mindsets, and we're trying to meld together as a team. Mm-hmm. So family, work is work.
Yeah.
It ain't easy. It's necessary, but the work ain't easy, because there's so much at stake, June. There's ourselves, there's our children, there's Damon Johnson out there still hanging on the cowboy dreams. We gotta put in the work, family. We gotta believe beyond what I have, what I can touch, what I can smell, what I can see. I got to dream. Get your boot off my neck, sir, and let me dream. Mm-hmm. And when I dream, June, I am going to dream big. And no one can stop me.
And that does sound like a cliche.
Yeah, it does.
To be honest, that's all I could afford back then.
Yeah.
Thinking back, that's all I could afford. That's the only thing that didn't cost me anything was dreaming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dream that I'm not going to stay in this situation
forever.
No,
you're not.
It's got to get better. It's just got to.
The universe wants it to get better.
Yes.
Family, I'm trying to find the right words. Family, please take this. Everybody except for Damon. All right, this is for the entire world except for Damon Johnson. All right. The universe is both generous and prosperous. It really is, family. There is enough for you to have everything that you want and need, or need and want. You just have to put in the work. And when I say work, family, I don't necessarily mean physical work, physical toiling. What I'm saying, family, is physical dreaming, physical believing. Build up your faith. Go to a church. Go to a synagogue. Go to a Buddhist temple. Wherever you got to go to help focus your energy for you.
Because at the end of the day, I always tell my kids, it's a choice. It has to be choices. Not, when I say choices, I mean choices from that point forward. A day-to-day choice in what you do.
Except for Dallas.
What is it that I need to do to make my life today, this moment, to make my life a little bit better?
Yeah. Does the decision I'm about to make line up with my goals?
I mean, it's not a choice. Like, you already got, you're already a single parent. You know what I mean?
So that's done. It's done.
You already,
you have a job you don't like. It's done.
It's done, right?
Until
you can find something better. So we're not saying the choices are because you change the choices that you've already made, because you can't go back. You can only go forward. What I'm saying is, just like Smitty said, the next choice you make, just really think about it before you do it.
Yeah. Is the next choice going to take me forward, keep me where I am, or take me backwards? Family, I love being a real estate. I've been a real estate agent. I thought it was 20 years. Somebody did the math the other day, and I was horrified to find out it's 30 years. That means I'm 10 years older than I wanted to be. But family, I remember, I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. If you ever got cold French fries at the Wendy's on Laburnum Avenue, Belt Boulevard, Broad Street, I was probably the manager on duty, because I hated that job with every part of my being. I hated being a manager at Wendy's. The food was good, but I was just not good for the job. But I had to work, so I had to perform every day, 52 hours a week, scheduled, more like 60 when you get down to it, for a job that you absolutely hated, that you're not even being compensated correctly. And I got to pretend that every time I hear, "Where's the beef?" was the first time I ever heard it. Come on, family. No, but that wasn't. I wasn't going to stay there. I had to make up my mind that, you know what, I can complain about it, or I can be about it. Okay, and I got to the point to where I actually did something about it. It took a while. I'm not gonna lie. I took a few chances, rolled the dice. The universe said, "You know what, Smitty? You step forward, I'll carry you forward." That's just my personal belief. If I step forward, the universe will carry me forward. And then we just keep on moving, family.
And that's not to say that you're going to be carried smoothly along the way. There's going to be...
No,
you may hit some bumps and
that road ain't paved.
Along the way.
That road is not
paved.
While
you're being carried, they may hit a doorway or two with your head. You know what I mean?
The road to success is not paved. Okay.
Exactly.
It is a bumpy, pot-filled road, family.
Which is still being carried.
But I got to step forward first. All right, step forward. The universe will carry me forward, but so far. And then you know what I got to do? I got to stand up on my own 2 feet and take a few more steps forward to prove that I'm worthy. All right, and you are, family. You really and truly are. Feel this. That's the crazy faith part. Simply by looking in the mirror and saying, "I am worthy."
And you got to say, "I can't." You got to stop saying, "I can't." It won't. But those have got to be taken out of your vocabulary, because if we look back in history, suppose our great grandparents said, "But I can't," we won't be where we are now.
I tell you, we owe so much to so many.
Yes.
We owe so much. So look in the mirror. Today is about me. Me is worthy. Listen.
I'm sorry, I've got to interrupt. Except for demand, you
I'm
your Dallas team. You can say, "But."
Yeah, this is everybody. This is everybody except for Dallas fans. You know,
just want to clarify that.
we got nothing good for Dallas fans, okay?
No, not at all.
But June, me. Look in the mirror and say, "Me." Me is worthy of today.
Yeah.
And see, the crazy part about it is, we don't care about grammar. We don't care. We don't care about nothing. Me is worthy.
Yeah.
To be great today. And I'm going to be great today because I need to be great today. So no, I'm not going to the job that I want to go to. No, I'm not even driving the car to the job that I want to go to. No, my car is not clean. My coworkers have fancy cars. I don't have a fancy car. My coworkers live in big, expensive houses. I don't live in a big, expensive house. Family, it ain't about them. It's only about you. You got to put blinders on and see your future. All right? See your crazy faith and knowing and believing that I can do this. I'm not going to look around. I'm not going to look up. I'm not going to look down. I'm looking straight forward. Today, this very day was made for me. Me is worthy. Me going to get some sugar, honey, iced tea done.
And
except for Dallas.
And I'm changing the subject a little bit, but I thought of something this morning because I heard on what was it? The 3 things of real estate.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the 3 things?
Yeah. One was have 3 months of savings, which, all right, 3 months of savings. Get started on home purchase 3 months before your lease ends.
Yes.
And seriously look at least 3 houses. All right, 333. All
Yeah.
right. All right, family.
When I heard that, I was like, 333.
Yeah.
Me, myself, and I.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, and that's what it takes. It takes you, yourself, and I to get through stuff.
Yeah.
We depend on you. You search out the information that you need to get what you need to get and where you need to get
Yeah.
out of life.
Yeah. It just does. Damon says, no Amazon today. You off today, brother? Damon said, man, I got a day off from work, you know?
Wow.
Hey, man. But family, 333, 3 months savings. It's hard to do. It's not impossible to do.
It's not.
But you know what? Even if I just save $1 a day, it's about the effort, not about the amount. What's more important is the effort that you're depositing, not what you're depositing. $1 is $1. $1 is not worth $1 anymore, you know. But my effort is worth more than $1. I'm not putting $1 worth of effort. I'm putting $100 worth of effort. What if, June, every time we went to the bank, we put in a dollar, but they gave us $100 credit? Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens, family. See, we always focus things down to the dollars. That's focusing down to the effort, to the meaning behind the dollar. Let's go home in 2026 if that's your goal. Maybe it's not your goal. Maybe you're saving for something else.
I had a client some years ago. Her name was Joanne, and she moved down from New York. And this individual said that she needed to buy a house. She was taking care of her 4 kids, 4 girls,
Amazing.
and 2 of them had babies. So she was taking care of the whole entire family
Everybody.
on a security guard income.
Wow.
Okay? But she was like, I'm determined to buy a house. That's what I'm going to do. And it took a little bit of time. It actually only took a couple of months, really. But she ended up buying a house for her kids in Henrico County. And she's just so successful now. She really is. And she looks totally different than the way that she did before. Because she took time for her. It was me, myself, and I. She had her kids, but she knew that she was the main breadwinner in the family. And she had, by elevating herself, by keeping focused on what her dreams were, she was able to provide for her kids.
That's it. You know, June, I think we should make a phone call up to Amazon. Because Damon is off today. I think, let's go order a bunch of stuff so Damon has to go to work today. Because he sounds like he's a little bit too happy to be off today. So Damon, as soon as I get off this, I'm going to order a whole bunch of stuff and see if they can't call you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let them know you home and that you can answer the phone, all right? You know, because Damon's been saying, you know, you love blue too, you know? So, but June, you're right, June. You're absolutely right. 333, family. Have 3 months of savings. Get started towards home ownership 3 months, at least 3 months, but no less than 3 months before your lease is over. And take a look at 3 different houses. Dream about 3 different houses. Go online. When we say look at them, you don't have to physically go with today's technology. You can look at a house.
Yeah.
You know, I had a client call me yesterday, June. She found the house. She absolutely loved it. I was so excited for her. I had to poo-poo that dream.
What?
I had to tear it down,
What
man.
happened?
Because the picture told us everything that we needed to know.
Okay.
The picture showed there was a roof leak. The picture showed that the shingles weren't right. The picture showed that the floors were warped, you know.
Yeah.
A picture says, so you know what? We didn't have to waste time and gas viewing the wrong house.
Yeah.
We're focusing on the right house, family. So dream about home ownership. Visit our website, smittysmith.com, and home search. Look at the photos, family. Take a critical look at the photos. Damon says, you can order it, but it might not make it to my building because you're in D.C. D.C., baby.
D.C.
See if we can't get you transferred to the D.C. office. You know, because Damon, man, you ain't going nowhere. I'm already ready to start talking football trash, you know. But family, seriously, you are worthy. Everybody except for Damon, okay? Everybody deserves to be happy except for Dallas Cowboy fans, all right? Just step up and say, me, I deserve it. And
You know, I want to actually, not today, but I do want to give a call to Joanne and see how she's doing. You know, and maybe even get her on the show to just give a testimony of what she did and how she, you know, went through that.
yeah, that's a good idea. Good morning, Tamisha McRae. How you doing, sister? Girl, killing it on social media, June. Killing social media dead.
Really, wow.
When I grow up, I want to be just like Tamisha McCray.
So what's she doing? What's she doing?
She's just engaging the audience. She's got folks thinking and talking and dreaming.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's what we need. We just need individuals such as her just to engage folks, Because when we engage, we get engagement. When we get engagement, June, we get movement. Engagement gives you movement. Movement gives you progress. Progress is because of passion. Passion just feeds back on itself, and the whole thing starts again, June.
And you know, and this is the thing, the conversation is important, right?
Yeah, the engagement.
Real deal conversation.
Real deal, real
Not
engagement.
about nonsense, but
real deal
true
engagement.
stuff. Because I went and got my hair done right yesterday, and you know, having a really serious conversation, I was able to find out about, you know, because I'm really into health and wellness and different things, and my hairdresser was able to connect me with an individual that was on the path way ahead of the path that I want to be on. So conversation's important. I think we need to share more information about these resources out there, not keep information to ourselves.
But you know what you're right, June. What she does is she talks about relationships.
Okay.
You know, but the most important relationship she talks about is herself. June, I'm in front of God and everybody.
Okay.
And I am sharing about relationships, but I'm sharing about my relationship with myself. Now, what stronger relationship is there than yourself?
Yeah.
So I have me, myself, and I. That's what Dante Green. Good morning, Dante Green. He says, me, myself, and I. That's the third degree in old school rap lyrics.
Yes.
Absolutely, family. So I am having a relationship, first of all, with myself, and I am brave enough. June, feel this. I am big, bad, and brave enough to do it out loud.
Yeah.
I ain't hiding from nobody. I am not hiding my relationship with myself from anybody. June, you cannot be any badder than that.
Yeah.
She's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I'm talking about Tamisha. Can you dig it? Where's old heads, man? You know? And it creates an engagement where the people who are serious, there's a lot of people who aren't serious.
Yeah.
But for the folks who are serious, when we engage in that level of conversation, we start evaluating, is this what's best for me? In June, relationships is so important. It's going to either weigh you down.
Right, or we're all in this
You
together.
know, yeah.
We're all in this world together.
yeah.
So why not share pertinent, important information that can help each other out? I'm sorry. I will understand people that hold information that can help somebody else.
What was that? I'm not a silo. I'm not an information guardsman. You know, and to talk. You know, you and I, we tend not to talk about relationships a lot because it's a sore subject, but it needs to be done. And I'm glad Tamisha's doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and holding folks accountable. The good, the bad, and the idiots. That's what I call it. The good, the bad, and the idiots. You know. And she says, right, people think they're alone in life and certain challenges. Ain't nothing new. That's the thing, family. Ain't nothing new. Everybody, so many people have and are going through the exact same thing that you're going through. Be it good, bad, or not so good. Nothing is new. Nothing new is invented. You know, and
it's so amazing how we do feel that we're by ourselves.
Yeah, sometimes,
And then once we start talking and
engage,
sharing
honest engagement,
then we realize that we're not. There's so many of us out there that are going through exactly the same thing, and it's so weird that this light bulb comes off. Like, really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're not the only one that has trouble saving.
No.
You got to have 3 months saving, 3 months salary saved. You ain't the first one to have difficulty saving $1.
Nope.
You know, but you're the first one in line at Starbucks. Okay,
Yep.
You're the first one in your car going to lunch to buy lunch. Hey, go buy lunch, drink all the Starbucks coffee, drink all the coffee you want to drink. All right, but be honest with yourself. Have an honest engagement with yourself. Am I serious about achieving whatever it is I want to achieve? No, Tamisha, thank you, sister. We appreciate you, you know. And she said, yes, I'm getting ready to open up into so much more. Bring it.
Yes.
Bring it. Brought it. Hey, I say brought it in it. You know? But family, Dante Green, man, 3 months savings, 3 months dreams, 3 months ambition. Have your primary, have your backup, and have your backup to your backup. See, that's the way I interpret threes. I have what I need, I have my backup, and then I have my backup. June, we got about 30 damn batteries upstairs.
we do.
We got batteries in the flashlights. We got our backup batteries, and we got our backup to our backup. Threes, family. I love the number 3. Means that I am amply prepared for whatever comes my way, and I'll just do the best that I can. And
I'm sorry,
go ahead.
Just going back to relationships a little bit. I'm sure with Tamisha sharing what she's sharing, it's also healing her.
Yeah.
And I don't know what her personal situation is, but I think when you share, when you give of yourself, and give out that information about what you've gone through in life, it heals you too. It gives you strength to move on. You know what I mean? To go on to the next chapter. Like I said, me, myself, and I. Once I went through everything that I went through as a single parent and shared that information, it gave me strength. I'm a homeowner. Now I can share the process of being a homeowner, the grants that I went through, the scariness of being a homeowner, but I've gone through that. So that healed the uncertainty of, am I making the right decision of buying a home rather than renting?
Yeah.
And it's a process. You go through different stages. You go through different seasons in life that takes you on to different levels. It's amazing.
And Damon says, the me, myself, and I, his I can't stop buying apple pies from Publix.
You know what?
I'm with you, brother.
An emotional moment here of sharing.
She's in tears over there. We're talking about apple pie. Because I'm with you, brother. Now, you know what I'm doing today, Damon. What am I doing, June? I'm going to Publix to get what? Apple pie. You best believe it. If the universe brings it up, it must want me to have it.
But you know what? Again, it's me, myself, and I. That's the world that demand is in, the apple pie world.
Yeah, apple, and that ain't a bad place to be. Demand, I'm going to get 3 of them. I'm going to have my primary, I'm going to have my backup apple pie. Jim?
Tamisha and Dante, we in our own world, okay? Lord have mercy.
Devon and I over here eating snacks, planning our snacks.
I'm talking about football.
Y'all planning out the rest of your day. Damon and I over here planning out our snacks for the day.
Wow.
Hey man, don't judge me. Don't be judging Damon except for the Dallas part. You can judge that part, okay? But again, family, 333. Have a plan, have a backup plan, then have a backup to your backup. All right, family? Because everything that you want, all you got to do is take a step, let the universe carry you part of the way. The universe isn't going to either set you down or throw you down, okay? But then you get up and you just take another step, family. We never stop to dreaming. Dream big, dream often. Save $1. If it's only $1, that $1, I promise you, is worth $10 in ambition, in determination, in drive, in passion, in purpose.
And don't forget to share information. It is free.
Don't be an information silo. That's the word, information silo. Share with others and family. Let's be for real. Not everybody's going to appreciate you. Everybody's going to, Tamisha, I have seen some of the comments. Some of the guys out here, guys, we're a mess, man. We think every opportunity is an opportunity to hit on somebody. And we engage at a lower level. Okay.
Yeah, talking about apple pies and football as we're having an emotional moment.
Sometimes we engage.
Me and Tamisha are connecting here, and you guys talking about apple pie.
Yes, seriously. Sometimes as guy folks, we connect at a much lower level, but that doesn't stop us from doing what we should be doing the things that we need to do.
What is he talking about now? Don't buy a car with CTV.
CVT. It's a type of transmission, home warranty.
What has that got to do? What?
Oh, Devon is funny today.
That's why sometimes it's better to have a conversation with me, myself, and I. Yes.
But CVT transmissions are problematic though, June. He just drops a little bit of knowledge on you. You know, see, you're engaging at a different level than he's engaging. I think it's a perfect example, family, how we all engage differently about different things at different times. A moment ago, we were engaging on apple pie. Now we're talking about CVT, central velocity transmission. I know what it is, but I'm not sure I remember what the CVT stands for.
You know what? Let me pull back.
Okay.
I told people to share. I'm just amazed that he's sharing this.
He shared. You know, he shared. Thank you, Damon.
He did share.
He did share. So, family, look here, June.
About something I am so not interested in, but he shared. So,
Damon, you need to go to work, man. Damon's got too much free time today. Oh, yeah. And Tamisha says, oh, guess what? Yeah, I recently copyrighted my first book, Root. Oh, snap. She copyrighted her first book, Rooted in Him.
Nice.
I am jealous.
I've got to read that.
Oh my God, I am so jealous. June, you know how much faith it takes to publish a book?
Rooted in Him. I love that.
Oh my God, man.
Such a cool name.
I need to tighten up and fly right. I need to get it together, baby. I'm sitting up here messing with not with Dante, with Damon. Thank you. Continuously variable transmission. Thank you, Dante Green. So, but
I wish your camera can just turn to my face right now and see my expression with Dante's comment. But we just had this amazing lady talk about this book that has this amazing title, Rooted in Him. That's like, wow, that sounds so deep, you know?
We all engage at different levels.
Going back to transmission.
Sweet says, I'm working on getting prepared for images and binding more details. Coming soon.
Yes, please.
But we all engage at different levels. Tamisha, question. Do you ever get tired of us men folk taking a serious conversation and trying to hit on you? Because I know folks hit on her all the time, even online. You know, she's trying to prove a point, you know. But family, no matter, and my point is no matter the matter, stay focused. Stay on point, stay on task. Damon, we're going to have apple pie today that has nothing to do with Tamisha writing her book and putting it out there. It has nothing to do with Dante Green, you know, getting well, getting better, healing emotionally and physically, June, for something bigger and better. You know, family, crazy faith says, no matter if I have apple pie or not, if I have a CVT transmission or not, I got to keep on keeping on. I got dreams. June is really bothered.
No, because I'm going to be honest, I was bothered with the men's conversation because I'm like having a serious connection here with this, right? But Tamisha, I get it now. Do you know what I mean? Because people are at different levels, different stages,
exactly.
different process.
Yes.
And, you know, we're asking people to share, but they're sharing the things that are important to them.
Yeah.
At the stage that they are in life.
Where they are in life,
and
exactly.
And we can't force people to understand us.
No.
To connect with us. To be where we want them to be when we want them to be there.
Hell no.
So that's, I'm getting it now. Before it was like blown away and I'm getting a little bit like perturbed and angry, but now it all clicks together because you can't force people to be where you are.
Exactly where you are at exactly.
Exactly. And Tamisha just kept on going with what her thought process is. And I think that's amazing that she was still able to continually share. Because most people like me, I'm shutting down. I ain't saying anything else because I'm like, you ain't listening. What's the point?
But
you can't shut down.
But the important thing here, June, is that the mind luckily has a backup car.
Yeah.
So that's CVT.
Oh, you know what?
That's CVT transmission. But June, we're all.
I'm giving him such stink eye.
Oh my God, man!
I'm thinking he was getting ready to say something poignant.
He did.
On my subject.
He did. He
want.
has a backup car. He's got a backup to his backup, June.
But I don't want to talk about this now. I want to talk about what I want to talk about. I want to talk about my feelings, what I find important, and we can't be like that. or we can be like that.
I'd say having a backup car is pretty darn important, personally.
Because at the end of the day, it's about me, myself, and I, and we can't be pulled off track.
You cannot.
By other people's thought process or what we see as being nonsense.
See, there it is right there.
I get it.
There, Dante says, all I was doing was, Dante says, I can see in Dante's voice, all I was doing was telling Smitty what CVT stands for. You know,
he sounds like my son. I'm sorry, son.
I didn't do nothing. I'm innocent, I tell you, innocent.
No, but this just proves the point. It drives it home that so many individuals are on so many different paths.
Yeah, so many different levels.
They find important.
Yes.
At this time.
Yes.
But your key is you got to stay focused on you, yourself, and I.
Yes.
And by staying focused on the things that you want, you're going to be able to help your kids and your family.
Yeah.
Achieve what they want to.
And to be just in the universe, to execute justice in the universe, we don't minimize, distract anybody else's path. You know?
Yes.
Because me being in a just universe, because what I give, I get. I want y'all to understand that. Mm-hmm. Whatever I give out is going to meet back to me. Okay, so Damon's talking about CVT transmissions. Yeah. Damon's talking about apple pie. Smitty's, I can groove with that. You know, Tamisha is engaging people on something that's so critical to life, and that is relationships. Yeah. Relationship with yourself. June has shared how single moms got to grind out here.
Yeah.
All right. Tamisha just put a couple comments. Make sure you share those, June.
Yeah.
You know, she's sharing how June sharing how single moms have to grind. We're all at different places at different times. But one is no less important than the other. That apple pie is critical to Damond and I. It is.
I'm sorry. No judgment.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And Tamisha says, I'll put information out and leave it. Yeah. You'd be surprised through all this, everyone caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Damond says, congratulations. Sorry, Miss June. What are you congratulating her for? For marrying me? Yeah, she's blessed. She's blessed and highly favored.
No, he's congratulating Miss Tamisha, and he's saying, sorry, Miss June. You don't
now look at this. See,
you don't have to apologize. It's all good.
See, that's my point. Now Tamisha's getting an apple pie too today. It's going to be, all right, family. We're going to have a Publix meetup. All right, a meetup at Publix at 10 o'clock, and everybody get an apple pie. All right, family. Mm-hmm. But it's just so real. It's just so awesome how in a just universe, I'm on a path, you're on a path, everybody's on a different path that goes somewhere. The only path that leads to nowhere, of course, is Dallas Cowboys. But anyway, you know, everybody else except for Damon is on a path, June. You know, and I think it's cool how we can all truly engage and take something from that engagement to help us further down the road. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, June, and this is the gosh honest truth. Mm-hmm. Next time we go get a car, think I ain't going to ask what kind of transmission. Know, right? You know, brother, but everything serves a purpose, family.
It does.
So what kind of transmission? Oh, this is a CVT. Huh? Well, wait a minute. Damon told me not to do that. Mm-hmm. Family. See that? The brother just poured something into my existence.
It's true.
I'm not ready to use it today, but it's going to be no less important, maybe even more important tomorrow.
And that is the key. And you know, you and maybe I need to be the person that apologized because you, Damond, and Dante made me realize, and it just kind of hit me that it's not about me. I mean, not everything is about me.
Everything about you, everything from you is about you.
Yes, but I've got to realize and give grace to other people and what other people are thinking about. Yeah. I cannot force them to
eat apple pie.
Engage in my conversation when I'm ready to have that conversation.
Yeah.
And I gotta stay focused on what I need to.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I was ready to shut down. Like, they ain't listening. What's the point? Nope. Can't do that.
Just put it in the universe, baby. Which you give out, you meet back, family. Yeah. You really do. To me, she said, yeah. Catch it just like that. She said, seriously. She's seriously going to get an apple pie, June. Yeah. You know, I'm going to get cherry, too, Tamisha. I am. I really am. Because I roll on my stomach, man.
But going back to Tamisha's book, I'm excited. Please keep us posted because that sounds awesome. And when did you get the idea of starting up the conversation on Facebook and starting up the writing a book?
It's such a brave conversation, June. We are way over time, dear. Way over time. We're gonna have to pick back up on this conversation next week.
And Tamisha said you have to sometimes multitask mentally. Yeah.
And she says she will. We asked her to share. She said she will share. So,
and Dante's still going back to New York. Dante said those transmissions are usually in Japanese cars.
Yeah, I didn't see that post. Oh, there it is. Those transmissions are usually in Japanese cars. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Mm-hmm. Look how much you learned about transmissions today, June. But you're going to remember this. At least I can assure you.
I will remember. I don't want to remember it. That's my stubbornness.
Hey, family, look here. Anyway, if you haven't attended a Grits and Grants webinar, please visit our website, SmittySmith.com, where we share about grants, home purchase, and also transmission work, the type of transmission to get, type of transmission not to get, as we continue to educate, to empower, and lastly, family, encourage folks all the way home, just like you. Hey, family, who's next? Hey, thank you for joining us, Gene. We went way over. And I feel like we could go for another 20, 30 minutes, to be honest.
But it's important.
It is.
This is so important.
It is.
This really is life. Other people are moving on with their lives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other people have got their focused on Japanese transmission cars.
Yeah, CVT transmissions.
You've Tamisha's got focused on her book and giving out information, but nothing is less important than what you feel is important.
Nothing, because it's got to be, because it's about who? Me, myself, and I.
It is.
Me, myself, and I. I'm going to have my plan. I'm going to have my backup. And then I have a backup. You too should have 30, 40 damn batteries upstairs. All right? And those are just all, double A's. We're not counting the triple A's.
We do have a lot of batteries.
We do have a lot of batteries.
And just for clarification, if people's minds are not where they need to be,
Uh-huh.
they're for if we have a power outage.
What else would they be for? See, again, she's engaging at a completely different level than me. Oh, but I'm wrong talking about apple pies.
I'm just saying, I know where people's minds go sometimes. Like, why they go always back to that's why they go. It is not that at all.
She said,
I'm so glad I caught y'all today. Thank you.
Oh, my God, man. Hey, family, you know what? We just going to get up with the get down. We're going to be ourselves. We're going to laugh. We're going to pray. We're going to take a step forward. As we do, we're going to protect our progress. Remember, I step forward, the universe carries me a little bit further. Sometimes the universe lets you down gently. Sometimes it throws your ass down to the dirt and kicks dirt on you. But it's okay, family, because every step is worth the journey.
Dante got it. He put laugh out like loud exclamation.
Yeah, I know.
He got it.
I know. Again, we all engage. We all engage at different levels. At different times, it just is. But that's what the Lord gave me. This is what the Lord gave me. The Lord said, "Smitty, you need this."
What I
do? So it's me, myself, and us. It's me, myself, and us, and we're gonna do some stuff. Look here, I gotta go let my dogs out, or I'm gonna have some issues outside in the garage. Hey, family, I am engaged on purpose, on passion. Smitty Smith.
And Dante said, "Jude, you were hilarious today." Thank you so much, Dante.
Yeah, it's every day, Dante. And you are. We got to end this show. We're at 45 minutes.
Yes, who am I? Oh, yeah. I am June Smith, United Real Estate Richmond and Chessmate Realty Group.
Hey, family. Stay engaged on purpose, on passion, on point to make that progress, protect your progress. And we do all of that through crazy faith. And crazy faith is simply a matter of staying blessed and highly. What, June?
Flavored pasta, Smitty, because you said we were going to end this about 5 minutes ago, and you still ended it, Lord.
But you can best believe there will be some apple pie up in this here juke joint today. All right? Hey, family, I gotta go. I gotta get to work. Deuces.